G'day there, ladies and ledians. Welcome back to Pokemon TCGL Live. Well, Pokemon TCG Live, not TCGL Live, because L is live. Duh. Today, we're doing chat battles, and I am sorry that I am a bit late. Just to make sure everything was kind of set up on my end. There's a new feature in YouTube with the, dual stream. But I just had a quick preview of it, and it doesn't look like that's gonna be too good because it looks like it's gonna be very not able to see much of the screen. I don't think my setup's really designed around the short kind of content. You know. But regardless, we are here, and we'll be doing some chat battles today, so that'll be exciting. Basically, anyone that wants to can come in and be like, hey, let's battle, you know? I don't think there's a way to set up a tournament or anything, is there? Like, any private lobbies? It would have to be, just people, adding friend code. How do I do that? Do I have a friend code I can give? Or is it just, my name? I don't really know. But yeah, I have a variety of decks, so it should keep things a bit interesting. Hey, Egos, how's it going? But yeah, if there's no kind of lobby or anything, then I guess people just need to add me as a friend, and then we can do some chat battles. But yeah, I've created a few decks since last time, and so a nice bit of variety, any kind of deck you have, there's bound to be one of mine that can put up a good fight, you know. I only ask that if people are going to battle me, that they don't look at the screen. I mean, I can try and also not really speak that much about the battle, but at the very least, don't look at the screen, you know? So, is there a friend code I can give out, or... I kind of forget how people add me. Oh, right, hang on. I gotta put this into the small PokeTuber Club Discord. One sec. Alright, self-promo. There we go. There we go. Excellent. Finally, I'm live. Yep, I'm live. A bit of a delay. Just trying to make sure everything was set up, you know? Also, the client takes a fair bit to load in, it's not instant. One match for vacancy. I don't think I can do this with a friend. I have to actually battle someone else with that. So we can do a bit of a warm-up with that. We can do our daily quests, and then we can do some battles, or we can do these later. Either way. But in any case, I have a variety of decks, so if you have any kind of deck, whether it's a meta deck or just a fun deck or whatever, just let me know. I mean, doesn't really matter too much. But I personally do not use any meta, so unless I'm like building my own variation of like a Dragapult deck, you won't be seeing that, for example, you know? So you can customize your decks if you'd like, but if you're, you know, prepared for the meta threat, I also don't mind that. Like, I feel like that'd probably be better if you are building in case of that as well, you know? Like, if I see that you've got like a bunch of like random counters to me, I mean that's something. But like part of your deck building process was potentially to counter meta threats. You know, like have a certain stadium in play, have a certain Pokemon tool. So I guess you never know what I'm really going to throw at you. So just be prepared. But yeah, how do I? Screen name. Okay. So yeah, people, you can add my name. You can add, and just let me know. You can do quests in the chat bells. Oh, very nice. We'll probably get around to doing that then. But obviously, if you are like adding me as a friend, let me know in the stream so I can like identify who you are. You know, like I feel like that's appropriate. But yeah, we can start things off egress if you'd like. But just like, obviously don't look at the screen if... I'll probably invite people. That way, if like multiple people want to, I can pick and choose, you know, rather than them picking and choosing me. You know? But yeah, like we can do a round or two while we're waiting for other people. Yeah, so... Yeah, I'll be joining that in a sec, but I'll probably send out invites to people. That way, not everyone's like trying to get me at once, you know. But now I need to figure out which kind of deck I want to use. I do want to show you a different deck that I've had built. So, challenge friend. Let's go that one. There we go. Hopefully that works. But yeah, like, hopefully you're not screen peeking that much, you know? Alright, let's see how my new deck goes against you. You don't know what to expect. Sure, I'll go first. Yeah, I probably won't say my strategies out loud then. That's good. Kinda sucks that we both had to take on Logan. Oh, we had to take another. Okay. Eevee. Interesting. I guess Eevee can be a little bit of anything, huh? Fire energy, so play a Flareon? What does Flareon do? Okay. Good old Budgie. Sylveon. Ah, clever. Let me go for... Let me go for... that. I probably shouldn't have done that in that order. Oh well. Yeah, that's the incorrect order for me. Again with another judge? Alright. If you pull out another judge next turn, I'm not going to be too happy. Alright, let's go... We're gonna destroy that budgie, hopefully. There we go. Alright, good to know. You and your judges, my god. Very interesting. But that was a good battle. GG, you know? Hope you liked my deck. I didn't even get to really showcase something really cool about it. But maybe in the future, of the stream I will. But if anyone else would like to battle, that is fine. Giving me useless cards. I also what? But, yeah, like, I guess it is luck of the draw, you know, like, you can't always have a perfect hand. Like, I was lucky to get my kill watch roll, out after that first judge, and just kind of recover a bit. You had a second judge, but didn't show magic on my deck. Yeah, that's fine, like, there'll be, you know, more rounds in the future, you know? Like, we're just here for a couple hours, here to chill, have some fun battles, you know. But I will have it open for 2 minutes in case, like, anyone else would like to join in. Before I battle you again, you know. But yeah, like, there were some cool aspects of my deck, you know, that I don't think, well, there's one card in particular that you didn't quite see that would have made my deck a lot more scary for you. But to be fair, that Sylveon being able to be immune to EX Pokemon is pretty useful. How old is that Sylveon? Like, is that a recent... Sylveon. There's a few Sylveon. Is it? Okay, so it's not in I or J, so it would be H. So it's going to rotate out next year. Interesting. Very curious on why you're having fire energy though. Very curious. Hey, but yeah, if no one else would like to battle, then for the most part, it can just be you and I, Egos, today. How about that? I didn't showcase my deck ace card. Got it. I'm wondering, is it another evolution? Like, is Sylveon there in case of the opponent and your actual win con is like Flareon or something? I don't know what evolutions do, so it could be anything really. Secret. Alright, I bet. But, yeah, we can go another round. I'll challenge you for a different deck. There we go. The only thing is, like, while I'm selecting my deck, you can see the deck recipe a little bit, you know? Like, that's one of the downsides. Like, I could, you know, make it invisible on OBS and set it up that way, but, you know, it's kind of whatever. Okay. Oh, you have to mulligan, huh? 3 mulligans! So as a... Oh... Okay. Wait, is this the same deck? I'm seeing some... the same cards. It could be the same deck. Alright. Let's do it. Same deck? Good to know. You love that budgie, don't you? Okay. Oh yeah. Just in case you decide to judge me, I will put that on you as well. Hey. Yep, there's a judge. Who could have seen that coming? That's fine. Two heads, 50 damage, that's good enough. Alright. I'm curious if Salazzle is your ace. That's why I went for Salandit, you know? To be fair, I did get a pretty decent setup on my side, you know? Like, my deck, like, that deck isn't exactly that consistent, you know? But it worked. But yeah, if I didn't get enough heads, I could give that another try, you know? I could redo that coin flip, so I could have a better chance of doing good damage. Yeah, like, you know, some days you do have a bad hand, I guess, you know? Not much you can really do about it. There'll be times where I have a bad hand as well, you know? But I see that you're a big fan of Budgie. Like, you went for the poker pad just for Budgie. I mean, you also went for Judge, so I guess you couldn't have gone for an evolution. Eh. Oh boy. So, I really hope that we can get someone else involved. Like, don't get me wrong, battling you is fine. But, it would be good to just have, like, some random person come in and be like, hey, let's battle, you know? Yeah. But have you liked my new deck so far? I think you got the gist of the Taurus. And yeah, there was something that you didn't quite see with my electric deck. It is pretty fun. But we'll just have it open for a little bit. Hang on. Also, so I did attach a Pokemon tool, right, to Taurus and some other Pokemon, but it didn't trigger daily quest. So I don't think you can do daily quest while doing friend battles. You know? Yeah, you can't do quest. Before you were saying that you can do it. But is there really like no way to create like a lobby? And like, I said can't. I mean, we'd have to like scroll up a bit to double check, but anyway. Sick Darkrai graphics. Hello, Dino. How's it going? If you have this client, trading card game live, then I'm fine to do some battles with you. Also, can we like change the background here? Like, is that a cosmetic thing we can change up? But yeah, like, if we can't like have a lobby, right? Then it means you guys can't really battle each other unless you like really want to, you know. But like, I wouldn't be able to spectate your matches or anything, you know, which is kind of rough. Not gonna lie, because it would be good to do some kind of like tournament mode, you know, with people. But I can't watch their matches, and it's not gonna be particularly interesting. And then people would have to like add each other as friends, and some people don't want to do that. You know, it would be better if we could all just join in one lobby, you know. I would, but it's I think that's Modern Warfare 4 beta time. Very nice. I don't know much about those games, but I hope it works out well. Also, Egress, while you're here, right, I was trying to tinker around with the deck, but I was like doing some testing, and it does not work the way I intended it to, which is very annoying. I'm very sad about it. So I can kind of show you the Pokemon if you'd like, but like there's a certain interaction I thought it would be really like good against, but it doesn't do that. So if we go to card decks, am I able to search Pokemon in here? Of course not. Why would they add a search bar? My god. Why wouldn't they have a search bar in... Neat. Does that get me anything? No, just a little ribbon. Hey, whatever. Just don't really look at my decks, I guess. So... yeah, a little badge. What is it? So Titan. I saw this the other day and I thought it would be amazing, right? Whenever your opponent plays an item or support a card from their hand, prevent all effects of that card done to this Pokemon. I figured if I could have that out of the front, and some Pokemon behind to protect it, right, they won't be able to use boss's orders to get it out. You know? Like, because it would be immune to the supporter card, right? But, apparently, boss's order does bypass that, but boss's order doesn't allow it for it to go from the bench to the active spot. So then, like, what's the point? It would be easy if you had a search bar, so they never programmed it in. Yeah. that 2 bugs. It will reset whenever you play a game, I guess. Oh, really? So, like, that little badge animation will be something of a reoccurrence. But, like, I figured this would be excellent. I figured this would be excellent if it could be immune to boss's orders while in the active zone, you know? Because then you could, like, protect it up a bit. Because I was having an idea of, like, you know, let's go with Basiodon and Monkey Dory, you know, like, and just have this guy out front, can't boss's orders it, but apparently he can, so... Which really sucks. Oh well. Alright, well, if you want to go again, we can. Now, see, when you play boss's order, it affects that Pokemon, so... Like, that's what I'm thinking, like, it should be immune because of the ability, right? Like, because it's immune to the effects of items and supported cards when played from the hand. So you would think that it would be immune to boss's orders, like, swapping it out. But no, it's only, apparently, like, on, like, you know, bit of googling, apparently it's only immune to being swapped in from the bench. You know? Like, what is the point of Titan if it's not going to be immune to boss's orders? Like, how many item cards would it really protect you from? And everyone runs boss's orders. So, it's just one of those little annoyances. Luckily I didn't craft those cards, like, I was just, like, testing. But, you know. Like, it potentially would have been Gusmine's bench to active, so... Yeah, like, it can't do that, but it can go from active to bench, even though it says it should be immune to the item and supporter card, you know, like, what's the point of it? Oh well. But yeah, if no one is interested in battling, then we can go another round, Egris. No, when it goes active to the bench, boss's order doesn't affect that Pokemon. Yeah, like, yeah, I understand that. That's why I'm annoyed at it. You know, like, because I read the effect, the ability, and it says, you know, it should be immune to the item and effect of a supporter card, you know? It's just one of those little things that is very annoying. Like, if I could change up the rules, I would definitely change that up, you know? You know, like, there's a few little things I would change, like that Slowking. Definitely change that. I'll change that to Titan a little bit, so it's immune to boss's orders, even in the active zone. I would also... Yeah, I have another change in mind, but I feel like that would be a bit controversial. Yeah, let's battle. Let's use... this one. I guess I'm still kind of testing this one. But it could be alright. Sure. Whoever invites match will coin flips. I don't think it really matters. Oh, hello. At least you didn't start off with me, Alfie. Interesting. Okay, good old Ledians. Ah, yep, Ordino, here we go. This is gonna be annoying. Yep. Yep, alright. You got a pretty good lucky hand there, I think. Wow, you're greedy! Jeez. You are super greedy. Like, you were not happy with 2 out of 3, you wanted 3 out of 3. You could have gotten 0 out of 3. It worked. Yeah, I mean it did work, but it could have not worked. Now let's see if I'm lucky, eh? Alright. I'm just gonna concede, like, obviously the luck was in your favor for that. Like, you got 3 heads when you wanted it, and I didn't even get 2 heads, you know, so that's the match. Like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to counter that now, you know? But also, you had quite the hand. Getting Ledians, Kangaskhan, Mega Ordino as well, like, you had quite the hand. GG. Alright, anyone else would like to battle? Yeah, I mean, the coin flips were definitely on your side of that. Like, you could have gotten 0 heads, and I could have gotten at least 2, which would have, like, paralyzed you, you know? Which, fun fact, with the Butterfree, it's about a 68% chance to paralyze. So, yeah, I just got unlucky with that, you know? But also, you were hella greedy for swapping 2 heads trying to go for 3. Like, that was insane. But yeah, I had 68% chance to paralyze you, like, every turn. Which can effectively be a stun lock, you know? Like, if you don't have any way to evolve or retreat easily, I could potentially keep you paralyzed pretty consistently. While doing damage, you know? Oh, we got a new one? Is this from... Is that from the last match? It might be. So, KK, if you're in the chat, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll just assume that this was a random person, you know? What's up, you guys? You know Master Inc? Wow. Unless you can, like, choose what your icon is. But yeah, like, I don't know if this is someone from a recent battle or if this is someone in chat. So please let me know. Like, is there a match history kind of thing that you can have? And that's my friend there. Oh, neat. Alright. But hello there, the bun one. Yeah, if your friend would like to battle, just let me know in the chat. You know, if they're a bit shy, I understand, but you know, I don't mind if they speak up for themselves. You know. But yeah, that Battlefield deck was still kind of like a work in progress. So it's still like a scaffold of a deck, I guess. He's new, so he's trying some stuff out. Just have fun. Yeah, it's all good. Like I'm not using any like meta decks or anything. I'm just here to have fun as well. You know. I have a few fun decks that I can use. Some less good than others. We're using weird decks. Yeah. You guys can use whatever, but I'm not going to use meta, you know? I'm just going to be kind of using whatever, but you guys can bring whatever you like. But, yeah, the bun one. If your friend would like to battle, then let's go for it. Just let me know. And, yeah, like, if you want, I can use a bit more of a structure deck. Like, one of the decks that have been given out. Because there's a few of those, right? We got things like Dragapult EX, Mega Charizard EX. I think some of these ones are not legal, but we got Enzerak. Yeah, everyone starts with Enzerak? Huh. That's probably why it's so common on the ladder. That would explain it. And the Venusaur, okay. I thought people were just like very interested in these decks, but apparently everyone's got them. That's why people are using them, I guess. Stevens, Metagross. Wow, okay. That would explain a lot. I'm guessing like some of these are rotated out or something. It's only expressed now. Alright. Let's battle you with... let's try this one. Again, it's just for fun, you know, like, we don't need to take it too seriously. Sure. I don't mind going first, because I like the idea of, like, energy and evolution more than I do with attacks or, supporters. Okay. So, what do we got here? Shaman, huh? Alright. Let's see what you can do. Smooch him. Good old lose determination. Mariel. I remember what Azumarill does. Azumarill's pretty fun. So now you're gonna use Smooch him to get some psychic energy, which is neat. I forget what it'll do. So Azumarill's got an ability where it can transfer energy from the bench to itself, and then it's gonna attack and does damage depending on how much energy it's got. Which is good to know. May as well clean out my deck a bit while I can. We've also got an ability, an attack that depends on how much energy we got. Okay. It is a cute Mariel though, I like it. Yep, Pheasantipity. Really trying to find that Azumarill, huh? I hate when Dragapult always have Budgie. I mean, you use Budgie as well, so you don't really want to talk. But yeah, Dragapult decks are kind of annoying. Surely you got Azumarill in there now, right? Hide. Okay. I guess we'd be chilling. I have a Jinx in case of emergency. There you go. Now you're guaranteed to get it. $3 weeks to rank reset, I guess. Yeah. That'll be interesting. I still don't really know what's in the new set. Like, I haven't really been looking into it, you know? Yeah, so there's a zoom reel. You can transfer energy from your upper Pokemon to this Pokemon. And then it's got an attack that does more damage to each psychic energy attached. I do have an ability that I need to flip a coin in order to prevent your damage. So, maybe I can survive a bit. There we go. Used to play it, but I forget. Yeah, all good. Now, I guess I can't go do that, so I'll just go for another slap. I mean, if I can get some draw power though, that'd be great. That'd be something, wouldn't it? Yeah, like the idea of the Ultra Ball. You're going for... Ah, yep, the Deoxys as well. Okay. What was that? Spider-Ups. Huh, that's pretty neat. Oh yeah. Oh, I get it, because then you can charge up your Zimmeril. Oh wait, but it needs psychic energy. Sorry, but not sorry. Okay. Let's do this. He's fuming with the rolls. Yeah, I bet. We'll get rid of that. Whoa, what was that animation? Whatever that was cool. And if he's wondering why Shame is not protecting, it's because my Pokemon's on EX. Another good old Azumarill. But yeah, I get you. Spider-Ups is there to just recatch the psychic energy. That can be transferred around, you know? Very clever. But why grass energy? Is it just so that it can attack? Oh, that thing it was animation of Team Rocket Pokemon Knockout. Ah, clever. But do I survive? Dang it. That'd have been great. $40 more for each, and you got 4. I mean, you can add in more if you'd like. But I'm just going to assume that you're going to knock me out next turn. Guess I can start with another monkey. Minky. And we be showing. Another Ultra Ball. What are you still searching for? Like another Spider-Ups, maybe? 2 Spider-Ups would definitely give you a lot of engine. I don't know. Going for something else. Different Azumarill. How are you gonna charge that up? Like, that's a lot. Because Azumarill can transfer energy to itself, but it can't transfer it to another Azumarill. That's a bit of an odd choice. Oh, you're really going for that, huh? Another Marill. Interesting that it's weak to steel rather than electric. I guess it's because of the fairy type rather than it being water type. Oh. Alright. Either way, it's a coin flip. What's it gonna be? Wow. Alright, I guess... Yeah, I guess that works. Get some energy around. Come on, alright, you gotta survive this attack. Oh my god! That might be the match if I'm being honest. And unless Chinchino can carry. Like, Chinchino could potentially carry if I put all my eggs into it, you know? Like, if I put all my energy into it, I could potentially win it that way. You know what? Let's do it. If you can beat Chinchino, I'll concede. In Chinchino we believe, alright? I got like no energy or draw power for like the longest time. That was crazy. Like, it does seem like a fun deck for sure. Alright, in Chinchino we believe. Let's just not take any damage, eh? Let's go! In Chinchino we trust. You can't keep getting away with this. Yep. So what's it gonna be, Zimril? Let's go! Well, now that I'm doing a pretty decent job, I can start building up another Annihilate. I don't have to concede if you beat it, I just thought I'd have no other choice, you know? But we can keep this going for a bit. You do have a spare Azumarill, so that's something. In in Chinchino we trust, you know? Like, even if I touch energy, it wouldn't knock you out. But you gotta make a very careful choice here. But in Chinchino we trust. Let's go. Dang it. Alright. But now I got a new 8. So let's go with that. Ah, that was good though. Well now. Isn't that exciting? Wow, you're really building on that one, huh? I guess it doesn't matter because you can just get onto that Azumarill anytime you want. But even if you attack, there's a coin flip for... Oh, what is that? I am. No matter what you do, there's a chance I always survive. I got a zombie monkey here. Ah, that'll help. That'll help you a fair bit. I put my language into other. Oh yeah. So you will survive a little bit. Like for a bit. Unless I get another stadium, then you're under pressure again. Oh wait, you can use that for just one psychic energy. Oh. Because you got a Terror Pokemon now. That's scary. So let's see, I can play at least one game on an language mate. I mean, you don't need to change your language, matey, you know? Come off it! Alright, yeah. I'm gonna say top deck a Chinchino. That's probably it. Like, Chinchino survives, Monkey don't survive. Like, come on. Yeah. GG. That was fun though. That was a good one. But yeah, my deck is a lot of luck, you know. I got lucky with the Chinchino, didn't really get lucky with the Annihilates. Like, that was free Annihilate, and I didn't get any heads with that. But Chinchino got like 3 or 4 different heads, so it's to be expected. But I'm glad. I hope that your friend had fun with that, you know. GG's, he said you were too lucky with the heads. I was not lucky enough, to be honest. In all fairness, I was not lucky enough. But, you know, it was fun, you know. But the bun one, do you battle yourself? Like, do you play this game as well? Or is it just your friend? And your friend is fine to, you know, chat in the stream, you know? Like, I don't mind. But in any case, we will probably alternate to egress in a moment, unless there's anything else. Hey, go to shop. I mean, I can do that. Anything in particular like? I guess I should get some cosmetics at some point. Hungry for worlds? Oh, is that like a new code? Hangry. I'm guessing I'm getting a Morpeko? Teaser bundle. Cool. Morpeko. 2 boost packs. Very nice. And Haunted Ruins. Neat. Where do you get these codes from? Like, where have you heard about these codes? Oh, that's a lot of trainer points. Ooh. Neat. I like it. Twitter. But I like it. Alright. Are you ready to go another round, Egress? Alright, let's go. I guess it's better if you guys actually challenge me, that way your deck is set before I quickly select my deck, you know? Because like, if I'm changing my deck and then setting an invite, you might just see what I'm about to play, you know? But yeah, I was not lucky enough in that last battle. That would have been... I expected at least one Annihilate to survive a bit, you know? But it's whatever. Oh, you're using a Zoomer as well. You know this deck, so are you going to draw or no? Alright, you know the risk. Of course I will. Alright. Mega Floette. Wow, Hero's Cat, you're really going for it, huh? Let's have a backup Snowman just in case. After this match, he's going to try another deck. Yeah, that's good. I'm fine with that. So you got like another kind of energy engine with this? Discarding a Meowth and a boss's orders is crazy though. I see, so Mega Floette. Yeah, I gotcha. A Stadium and an energy card. I see. Well, we have a shot at smooch him at least. Smooch him is out of here. You really love that Ledians as well, huh? That's a lot of health. Let's get rid of that stadium. Yeah, I did see the stadium and animation. It was pretty cool. Wow, okay. Yeah, you probably win just off that stadium alone. Like, that really counters me, you know? I think you probably win this, because like, you're getting so much energy as well. Your Zumira's gonna go crazy. But also, like, getting that stadium in particular for this matchup is pretty good for you. You know? Yeah. Alright. GG. Like, that stadium for you against my deck, really good for you, you know? Like, crazy. Oh, alright. Yeah, I'm ready to battle you. That's fine, let's go with that one. That was a good match. Like, I'm guessing, like, I want to say that Azumarill is the strongest Pokemon in that deck, because like, it's all about getting energy through Azumarill. But you do have the Stadium for the Mega Follett, so I don't know. It was just crazy that, well, A, if I went first, you would have got Smoochum, but eh. But it would have been about the same. It just would have been a little bit faster. Oh well. 500 HP on a Pokemon. Yeah, that's why I wanted to use my Stadium to A, counteract your item card, Pokemon tool, and B, to replace your Stadium, you know? So, that's why I wanted to do that. And then, what do? You just have another Stadium in hand, because, like, of course you do. Like, why wouldn't you have another Stadium in hand, you know? Gumshoes. Interesting, Crobat. Like, why wouldn't you just have another Stadium in hand? And, not to mention, that Stadium specifically counters my strategy against you, you know? Like, why wouldn't you? Not bad for 1 energy. Guaranteed confusion. No, I guess I don't need that in there. Alright. There we go. Well, I mean, I have 3 octables in here, so yeah, I mean, that also helps. But you getting that stadium, like, whenever you needed it, that was rough for me, you know? And I also thought that the extra stadium, like the evolution stadium, like, you needed to wait another turn for it, but I guess not. Let's go... Right. Don't need to go too crazy. Now you need to wait another turn for aim stadium. You can put it in the turn of prison tower. Yeah, gotcha. I thought you would need to. That's why I was like ready to destroy your prison tower with my stadium, but I mean it didn't matter in the long run. That's actually kind of annoying. Get rid of that stadium. And I don't need to go too crazy with it. Destroy the bat. Well, that's a bit rude. Luckily you got a weakness to electricity. Try that. Huh. Neat. Confused and poison. Ah, interesting. That is kind of scary. What are we doing here? You like that confusion, don't you? Budgie and I are itching for this match. What, against me or what? I like it. That's my catchphrase. Gotcha. Don't need to go too crazy with it. Because this power glass thing with my disaster shock, I can discard 2 lightning energy, right, to make them paralyzed, and I get 1 back at the end of the turn, and so effectively I can stun lock. You know? Or if I need to alternate, I can, you know, pick up the bench a little bit and then get some back from the power glass anyway. Ends per lane. Alright. Okay, you can choose a card. Which card would you like? Fair enough. Alright. Honestly, we can just start building up another Mega Electric. We don't need to go too crazy with it. No energy in there, that's fine. Hit bricked battery. Yeah, gotcha. It happens. Alright. Okie dokie. You already knew I had another energy in hand. GG. Alright. I'm very interested in, like, what that deck was trying to do, you know? Like, I'm very curious. Because you have that Crobat, which was pretty nutty. Poison and Confusion. Pretty good. Is like everyone running like a poison stadium now? Like, going for poison? Because Egos, you were trying to do that with your Salazzle as well. But Egos, you ready to do another one? That thing? Well... Wait, I'm waiting my game because I need to change back to English. Why did you change it in the first place? I don't understand. We don't have a card pack while we're waiting. I don't want to get too much of these ones because like they're gonna rotate out. So I think we'll go Destin Rabbits. Let's see what we get. Yeah, like, I've seen a Cynthia deck before and that was pretty fun. Get our Team Rocket. I haven't really seen Arvin or... I have seen Ethan. Ethan's deck. I haven't seen Steven or Arvin that much. Neat. Alright, looks like you're ready. Excellent. Let's battle you with... this one. Did you change your clothing? I think you did. Didn't change up your coin. Or maybe you did. But I know you got Pikachu instead of a Budgie. I guess that's pretty expected. Yeah, changed. Got it. Alright. Heads. Are you going first or second? Oh, I get to go first. I don't mind going first, because I like the energy and the evolution potential. Wow. I've been mulliganing so much this game, this stream. Another mulligan, huh? Oh, hello. Very curious on what you got here. Ah, yep, the belly bolt. I remember saying that when I was looking for the electric pile. You know, I know what that can do. Theoretically, you can charge that a lot next turn. And license smackdown. Good to know. Yep. There's very well. Wow, you're kind of the same kind of thing, but why you got fighting energy? I don't understand. Levincia, that's fine, you got nothing in there. Okay. I'm curious how your belly ball gets past my crustal. I'm also curious why you have fighting energy. What's it gonna be? You gotta discard some cards now. Yeah, I bet you were betting on Levincia, weren't you? That's gonna put a little dent in your plan. I hope. Don't need to go too crazy. Okay. Yeah, I guess that helps. Okay. Kill Watchel. Got it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now what are you trying to do here? I forget. You forgot something? Alright. Yeah, only like on Iron Pokemon's. Yeah. That's why I was like kind of thinking about Bellibolt. I'm like, I don't really need to worry that much about that. I'd rather go for Electros, you know? But I was thinking about Bellibolt for sure. But I'm like, at the end of the day, I would rather have Electros than Bellibolt. Smart, that one's got Fairy Trait. So, what's it gonna be? Lily's Determination. Hello? Huh. Neat. Were you like trying to energize Raging Bolt? Is that what we're trying to do here? That's probably why you got the Flying Energy as well. Alright. What's it gonna be? Bellibolt, huh? Well, we're here, so we may as well go for a Crispin. Ow. Rip. It's fine. I'm very curious what you're gonna do against my Crustle, though. Yeah, that's fair. Boss orders? You got a little bit of energy in there. Oh, yeah, now you can go Vinci as well. Well played. Unless you're not going for Electricity, just going for Electric for the ability, in which case you really can't handle Crustle that well. Okay. Very interesting. Let's get rid of your stadium. Makes it a bit harder on you. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you can handle Crustle that well, can you? Especially with Monkey Rose on the side. GG. That was a good one. But yeah, like, Iron Nose Belbot only really charges Iron Nose Pokemon. Otherwise, that would be crazy if you could just energize any Pokemon, you know? Like, can you imagine? That would be very crazy, indeed. But yeah, if the bun one, if your friend would like to go another round, I'm fine with that. You know, I'll keep, like, switching out the decks, you know? Have a little bit of everything. Otherwise, we can't go another Anigris. Like, I just wish I was a bit more of a popular YouTuber. That way, I could get like anyone in, you know, and we can battle. I didn't thought you would bring that out. Yeah, like that's the thing, right? Like, you need to be prepared for anything I throw at you, basically. I could be doing bench damage. I could be doing status conditions. I could be doing, you know, I could be doing Crystal, you know. Oh. Okay, we'll just wait 1 or 2 more minutes for KK to maybe challenge. But yeah, like that's the thing, right? Like, I could be bringing anything, so I guess your deck needs to be good enough to handle anything, you know. And Crustle does counter a bit. But I mean, you can't really complain about Crustle if you're playing that Sylvia on, am I right? You know, like, I bet you're bringing that Sylveon in for the same kind of reason. Like, you can potentially, like, wall someone. Um, um, no comment? Hmm? I doubt that Sylveon's there for the attack, am I right? I only play on. I don't know what that means, but you play 4. Oh, you play 1. Well, yeah, because I'm not... I built my entire deck around it, you know, to support it. You helped me with that with the Rabska and the Monkey Dore, you know, like... It's all about protecting that crab. But with your one, I feel like it's a bit more diverse. You know, if you can counter my Crustle, it's not that hard to beat. But if you can't, then it's GG, I guess. Alright, we'll battle. Let's go with... Maybe? Let's play a game. Yeah. Let's play a game indeed. Budgie and I have been itching for this match. Yeah, great. And occasionally there's like a little tooltip that's like talking about Budgie's bow and all that. So I guess I really figured that Budgie would be used everywhere, huh? Oh, wait, I gotta do something real quick. I got something. There we go. I forgot that I put a drink in the freezer. So luckily it didn't explode. But I feel like it's gonna be ice for a bit. A mulligan, huh? Yep, Mega Dragonite. Yep, everyone's running that stadium. If they're on a poison deck, I guess. Okay. Hello there, little Dratini. Hey, how's it going? Sorry, I'm back. Just had to clean up a mess. Good old Baju. Yeah, I know that you're thinking that you can use Budgie as a shield, but I can target your Salazzle or Salandit from here. There we go. Don't need to do that again. So you can get your Budgie out here if you'd like, but it isn't going to do much for you. Wait, my game bugged. What, can't use Feathers and Deputy or something? Oh no, there you go. So it's not that. Yeah, I need to clean that mess up soon. Alright, what are we doing? I can't load your Pokemons. Oh. That's weird. Well, I got 2 Tauros, like the one I got in the actives, and then I got 2 Fighting Paldean Tauros, you know. That's gonna be crazy. Let's flip again. Come on, we can do better than that. Yep. Much better. Dragonite. Let's see. That's fine. I should have waited a bit before opening. Have you got another energy? No. I wonder why you're using Dragonite EX. Is it just for the switching ability? Very strange. I need at least 2. There we go. Good stuff. Alright, what's it gonna be? Ah, from the script. Got it. Eevee, huh? I'm a little curious on what Eevee can do. But I'm not that worried. So using fire, if you're planning to use Dragonite, water and electric energy as well. I think you're running with Psychic as well, so like you got a lot of energy requirements in there. I'm very curious. I have no idea what that deck was about, but it was interesting. I also got kind of lucky with that one. And just give me a sec while I clean up a mess. But, very interesting. So, like, what's the... I'm very curious. I mean, you don't have to tell me. But, what is the hero of that deck? Like, what's the main idea? Is it Salazzle? Is it Dragonite? Is it an evolution? Again, you don't have to tell me, but I'm curious. Salazzle. Oh, okay. Like, Salazzle's second attack or Salazzle's first attack to get something? Sorry if I'm yelling, I'm just cleaning. Trying to make sure you can hear me as well. Okay, that should be good enough now. Okay. I'm back. But yeah, I guess I got kind of lucky with the cows first, but see, like your idea was trying to use Budgie as a meat shield, you know, a little distraction. But my Tauros can target your bench. Which is why I'm saying that even though I'm not using Dragapult, occasionally it might still be worthwhile to bring in some bench protection, you know? Okay, good enough. Because you never know what kind of idea I'm going to go with. Yeah, anyone want to go another round? And if you'd like, you can choose which of my decks you want to battle. If you want to like have a certain matchup, you know? Like, if there's any particular matchup you want to try, just let me know. Between now and next time, I'll definitely create more decks. These are just a few that I've made so far. Wait a minute, all good. Just doing the final parts of cleaning up. Yeah, I should have waited a bit before opening my can. That went everywhere. Yeah, TCGL is bugged. It's very frosty. But yeah, if anyone else would like to battle, let me know. I am always down. Here's my name if you need it. So, but otherwise we can do some deck building as well. If people, I know we had someone last week that needed a bit of help with deck building, so if you need some help with deck building, I can try. You know, I'm not guaranteeing anything meta, but it should be fun. How we going, Aegis? Let's play one match. Do you care about which deck I play with? Or not really? Alright. You can invite me whenever. Whenever you're ready. Alright, let's do this. Let's go with... Alright, we're going second. Another mulligan, huh? Okay. Wow! That Eevee's cool. Hello. Damn it. I know you like to judge. So let's do that. Hey, you don't mind energy being on Dratini? Right. Will you be chilling for a bit? Another Dragonite. Well, maybe the same Dragonite if you shoveled it back in. You really love that judge, don't you? Alright. Destroy, Baju. Interesting. What'd you get there? Petrant. You really love Judge, don't you? I can't have a good moment, can I? Okay. So what are we searching for here? Let me guess, another judge. At least I can draw until I have 6, that's something. Am I burnt, poisoned, and confused? Burned and poisoned. Okay, so I'm not confused. That's something at least. I'm curious what you're trying to do here. There we go. No one got burned. Oh, because that's in the active spot now. Got it. Makes sense. Wow, you really love doing that, don't you? You love it. And then you get the shuffle draw anyway. Let's see. Your deck is very annoying, you know that? Like, every time I have a decent hand, you go judge or the unfair stamp. Like... Look, now I got early determination. You see that? You go, aha, judge. Judge, I call judge. You know? Let's get... Do we have another? Oh no, I do. Crappy hand. You have a crappy hand? You had like 10 cards last turn. How do you have a crappy hand with like 10 cards? Like, I feel like you need to increase your deck building a bit if you're still having a crappy hand after 10 cards. I don't understand, man. Like, there's no way you have a bad hand at the moment. But at least it's not a judge. Yep, Dragonite. So Dragonite's really just there for swapping around, isn't it? Let's see, you and your Petrovant. That really sucks. It had to be that card. I encountered Mega Enchant, which is very annoying to my deck, so I added Dragonite. That's a lot to add just for a counter matchup, you know? Guess we can do that. Yeah. I can finally refill my hand without being judged. Okay. Wait, there's no way you get a... Wait, you get a prize card from a fossil? I thought the whole idea that you don't get a prize card from there. Huh. Old fossils won't. Alright, well... Good to know. New fossils give prize. Well, good to know, I guess. To be fair, that Mega Dragonite is very annoying. I don't know why you got the hollow. Like, I don't think that's really necessary. But Dragonite's a lot. But luckily I'm using a very slow deck, so you got enough time to get Dragonite going. You know? Is there any Pokemon that can, like, turn off abilities, like a Weezing? Also, you've been very lucky to, like, whenever you've gone for a judge or an unfair stance, you've been very lucky because I've been trying to evolve my fossil, you know? Alright, whatever. Like, you go so much for the judge and the budget and the unfair stance, like, so annoying. But like, every time I'm like, okay, this is a somewhat decent hand, I've refilled my hand, judge. Okay, every time I got another hand, unfair stance. Oh, come on. Also, is that Sylveon in there just to wall? Like, there's no way you attack, right? Well, I've been played this deck like 4 times with you. Yeah. That is true. But like, is that Sylveon just there to be there? Or is it, like, there for anything else? It won't attack. And I'm guessing Dragonite won't attack either. And I'm guessing Petrant won't attack either. And I'm guessing Serendipity won't attack either. So it really is just Salazzle, isn't it? Can Serendipity attack? I guess it's like a neutral attack. Doesn't need Dark Energy. Yeah, gotcha. Still, I doubt you're really doing that. And you got the Hollow? I don't really know why you got the Hollow in there. Is it just to, like, empty your hand, then lose Determination or Judge or something, and then you can, like, energy swap around? Like, I don't understand the Hollow. Or is it there to, like, maybe get a heal off? But you've been lucky with the Judges, you know? Like, I kept redrawing like a bad hand, you know? It will acceleration to energy to it. Got it. Still, that's a lot of setup for a combo, and you're probably better off overall not relying on that Hello. Like, you need a Pokemon on the bench, you need energy cards in hand, then you need an item card. I don't think that's worth it. I don't think that's worth it. Do you run fire breathing in that deck? Like, get 7 fire energy into your hand? And build it, so, yeah, yeah, it's all good. Like, you know, have ideas and all that. I'm just saying that I don't, like, especially with, like, how cluttered your hand will be with the Dragonite line, the Petra that doesn't really do much, you know, like, there's a lot of bloat in your deck. Fossilizer. And if I have, like, 1 bubbly energy, then I don't need to worry about the poison. No, I didn't put that supporter. Got it. Yeah, like, if I have 1 bubbly energy, right, I'm immune to status conditions, so your Salazzle doesn't do anything. Right. But, well, I mean, only a few play those. Yeah, I guess, like, water decks aren't really popular now, are they? So, would anyone like to battle? You're the only one online at the moment, so it looks like it's only you and me. But if we don't want to do any more battles, we can do some deck building. But yeah, like, also a good matchup for you because, like, my deck I was using, very slow, so you have a lot of time to prepare. You know? Very slow. Let's build a deck from scratch. Yeah, that sounds good. Alright, so I've got myself a lighting deck. I've technically got myself a water deck, but I could go for a new one. I got a grass deck or 2-ish. Psychic deck, so I will build mine. Yeah, I don't know really what I would build. Like, I thought I'm not really gonna build like a new deck for a chat battle now. If we're doing deck building, then we're doing something for next time, you know? It's not like a 3-2-1 build, let's go 5 minutes, let's see what we come up with. It's do we want to do this together, or do we want to do another battle, you know, like... I am interested in Dragon a little bit. Because Dragon could be, like, really any type. I mean, no one is present. Well, yeah. But, like, you know, it's the 4 that counts. Because I like the idea of Gudra, right? When your opponent's active Pokemon retreats, your opponent flips a coin. If Tails' energy first retreat cost is not discarded, then they don't switch Pokemon. So it effectively traps them from retreating, you know? Which could be fun. You know, a chance for them to... I hate this card. I bet you would, that's why you run Dragonite, isn't it? Like, if people are running Dragonite, Ledians, Petrarunt, you know, I guess you got ways to counter this card. Or that, Surfing Beach Stadium that has in retreat. It was B&B deck. Oh, Build and Battle. Ah. But yeah, I like Gudra, so... And I kind of like that ability. Always get this deck. Gotcha. I don't really think any other of these dragons are particularly interesting to me. What do you do? Oh! That second attack is interesting. If it's just any basic Pokemon that's knocked out. I mean... That's something. Don't know if it would be particularly worthwhile building around, but... Not bad. Alright, well, let's try not dragon then. Let's try... Look, I want to build either a metal deck, a fire deck, or maybe a dark deck? Oh, you know what I've been running into recently that I actually hate? But the festival deck is crazy strong. You know, like, I've been running into a fair amount of these decks, and it's so annoying. Like, I could build a Salazzle with Chosen. That could be something. Yeah. We should Dragonite and Salazzle swapping in and out. And Chosen could be pretty good with it. Yeah. Hit and run deck, exactly. But yeah, like, this Dipwin deck with the festival is so evil. You know? So, before it kind of rotates out, I'd like to build something that can counter that. So I'm thinking, right? So I'm thinking metal because they're going to resist grass. And if they're bulky enough, it should be helpful. You know, that way, instead of taking 100 times 2, I'll be taking like maybe 50 times 2, you know? Type Chi. We can do that. There we go. Which one? Ah, that one. It's a weird looking goldfish, isn't it? But yeah, like, that would be helpful, and I guess Dipwin would be weak to fire. It is interesting. Which just got set in, Punk can't play setting next turn. Yeah, how many decks really does that screw over? I guess a bit, right? So yeah, I guess to counter Dipwin, we either go fire for super effectiveness, or we go metal for resistance. Also, what I like to do with deck building is I go I and J because H will be the next one rotated out, so this will be a bit longer term investment, you know? 2 to 3 fire energy, yeah. Just make them burned. That's pretty neat. How likely are we gonna get the Fire Big Bang? Like, is there any way to really do that? I don't know. Still has 7 months to rotate. I know, but like, it'd be good to get comfortable with a deck and then not have to worry about new rotation. Like, otherwise I'll just build an old deck at the moment, you know, and go from there, you know? Like, if I rely too much on an old deck when the new one rotates out, I'm not gonna know what to do. So here's a Salazzle. Here's an idea. Could we go for some kind of mill deck? Either myself or the opponent. I know you want like a Bomb of Snow, right? But is there any good mill deck for the opponent? Like milling the opponent's cards. And surviving. Wait. I know, I think it was a schedule can mill the opponent, but that's a lot of commitment, and I don't think we need that. We need like very small investment to mill the opponent, you know? Neat. You can wait. Has it been rotated out? Bit unfortunate. Sets your all-in format. Log trio. Guess we can. Okay, that's gonna really like format all. We'll go water rather than that, and then lug that one, maybe. That one, huh? Was that good? Like, is that a good... Was that a good deck? Alright, I've seen a lot of players played it. Interesting. Alright, let's make myself a metal deck. Yeah, there were a few metal Pokemon I was kind of thinking of. There was... There was Empoleon. I was kind of thinking Kling, 20 less damage, but it's a lot of commitment. We're getting 30 Pikachus in 30th Celebration. Great. I don't even know what else Pokemon I was kind of thinking of. Actually, you know what? I have an idea. A Pokemon I was kind of thinking of building a deck around was Mega Dancy. So, takes 30 less damage from all attacks, so it's, I guess, reasonably bulky from small attacks. Then discard 2 energy cards in this Pokemon, does 120 damage to each card you discard in this way. Is it good? Maybe not. Could it be fun? Maybe. Like, 2 energy, 240 damage. His attack wasn't that strong. 2 energy, 240 damage. Doesn't sound that bad. Alright, Holicha. Have any damage counters on them to take to 60 more damage. Oh yeah. Just hit the ground running with that. Unless it's... Oh, Mega Holicha. Is this Pokemon going to be knocked out? Oh yeah, I found it to see this one. So it's kind of like my Annihilate, which is kind of funny. If it's stadium is played, its attack does 140 more damage and discard that stadium. Neat. Yeah. That sounds pretty cool. That is free energy for an attack. And that's like 260, which isn't much more than Mega DRC. So if 2 energy for 240 damage is bad, then 3 energy for 260 conditionally is bad, right? You wish this was colors? I bet you do. I bet you do. Then we can use backtrack badge. Yeah, gotcha. Well, no, you can't. Because... after you flip any coins for an attack, A, it's not during your turn, and B, it's an ability, so you would not be able to. But like, let's say we... Where is it? It's Power Glass, right? At the end of the turn, we reattach an energy from discard to the Pokemon. And then we go with Deontay. Oh, right, Pokemon. Yeah, he says items. So, you know, this got 2 energy cards from this Pokemon, right? But we're also getting energy back every turn. We're taking a little bit less damage, and you know, we can keep going with it. What we really need to do is like attach a little energy in our hand every turn, you know? Maybe? I mean, obviously, things like that, Sylveon or the Crystal, you know, we can't really do much damage to that. But it's, you know, if we go like Ultra Ball, right? Okay, Mega Gardevoir. Mega Gardevoir sounds like it's going to be a lot of effort. Oh. Feature your bench Pokemon, search your deck for basic energy, and attach it to that Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Neat. This deck does 50 damage for each psychic energy attached to all your Pokemon. That would be an interesting finisher. It is a lot of effort to get a Gardevoir out though. But with DRC, right, we don't need to evolve. It's just a basic. So, first turn, we like say Ultra Ball, we Prism Tower, some Psychic Energy, whatever, right? We get the Hourglass attached. At the end of the turn, we're getting energy attached, you know? So next turn, like turn 2, we immediately go for 240 damage. Every turn after that, we should be able to keep the Hyper Beam going, you know? We just like Hyper Beam like everything. Also, it only has like 1 retreat cost, so it's not that bad to retreat. I kind of want to build it. So let's do it. You know, like we need this hourglass, right? We're gonna need some psychic energy. Basic psychic energy. We're gonna need some discard. So things like Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball would also be good because that allows us to get Downsy. Right. We're gonna need something that can search for a Pokemon tool. So not much can really search for a Pokemon tool, can it? Add Monkey Dory and Crippen? Crippen. Crippen. Crispin! Crispin, there we go. It's possible, I think. Would make it bulkier for sure. But I'd rather not just have like Monkey Dory and Crispin in every package, you know? Like there's gotta be an alternative way to heal it up. So let's actually look for a good way to heal. But here, maybe we'll go training card. That's not it. Jacint is pretty good. Heal 150 from your Psychic Pokemon. Pretty good. We should be able to survive like any good single attack because of our ability and health, right? So if we go Jacint, we can heal it up. We will need other Pokemon, so what do you recommend? I haven't really tried a Dunsparce package yet. Could also just go for a Pokemon that counter our Pokemon. Dracock Draw maybe? We could try something like that. It would be nice. And I guess Dragapult, if we do want to go and do it, uses a bit of Psychic Energy, right? Let's try Custody or something. Nope. Oh right, it's an older clan. Yeah, that's fine. I guess we can use this for a bit. Just go for a bunch of Dracoke. And then we can branch into Fire. With Fire, we can probably do a few little things. So we're going to need Dreepy as well. Alright, so now we can branch out into Fire. So, anything particularly good? I guess we could go Chi-Yu. you know. I do like me the Cinderace. Cinderace is fun. See if I can find it. I guess it's on the score bunny, isn't it? I hate how by default it's like this, yeah. Alright. I do like that Cinderace, it's not bad. It's got a favorite trait. Can I filter by retreat cost? You can't? Come off it! Like, why can't? Like, that would be very helpful to know. Like, very annoying. I mean, I guess we don't need it. Don't need that. Like, why can't we filter by retreat cost, you know? Like, if you're building a deck around, say, Pokemon that have like high retreat cost or low retreat cost, I feel like that'd be worthwhile knowledge to have. Oh, right, Rapidash. Once return, you may draw a card. They just added that H and G separate just before updated, just in July. But we could go Rapidash just for once per turn. Once during your turn, you may draw a card. If we have to, we can use it to attack. But if we're going to order this draw power, what are we really trying to do with it? You know, I feel like maybe we don't go with fire. Boss order, yeah, boss order is good, I guess. It does allow us to just start choosing our target and blasting. We can either alternate with healing, boss orders. So we could do something like that, like a bunch of draw power for supporter cards. So instead of a fire, what if we went into psychic? Like anything good in here? Guess we could go to Kadabra. That's a lot of draw power. Like we could make an Alakazam deck with Deontay in it. Evolution. Dang it. You need to count your hand every time. That sounds annoying. We could just randomly heal 30 damage and recover from special condition within DD. Neat. Alcremie? That's like... It's an evolution, but it doesn't mean... It means that we don't need to rely on Monkey Dory. That's something. Like, we could try in DD just to A, recover a bit more health, and B, to recover from any sad conditions, you know, rather than having to swap out. And then, like, Is there any good way to scoop up cards? I guess it says that. Probably don't need that. No, they all rotated out. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, is Lily's with Bombi actually annoying to people? Like, if we force them to put Pokemon down, is that overall good or is that bad? It's probably not particularly good, is it? I mean, if they have, they will put... Yeah, exactly. So maybe, like, a few things like Meowth that they want to keep for later. If it was Meowth, yeah. That's true. Not many people don't put cards down. Just trying to think of, like, what else we could really use in our deck. Like, we're definitely going to need, like, another basic Pokemon, otherwise we're going to mulligan a fair bit. So, we need something that can get basic Pokemon out, right? So if we go for, like... Can we search for it by a move? Yeah, call for family. There we go. So... Pokefoot. Reveal the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck. You may choose any other vegetable you find there. But there's... No, that's not what we need. Oricorio, that way if we need to use Psychic Energy, that's something. We can also retreat for Deontay. Never mind then. You also do Mimikyu instead, because it's about the same. The main benefit of Mimikyu is that we can go for the Buddy Puffins. I believe. Yeah. So, with Buddy we can get Mimikyu. We could also just try an Eevee. Oh god, there's a bunch of them, huh? Hey, that's pretty cool. Dude, like, we could put this in. I guess Ledians would be pretty useful, wouldn't it? Alternatively, Mulga doesn't have any retreat cost. Don't know if that's particularly good. I think every battle pass will give 25 to 30k trade credits. Yeah, so we can craft cards whatever we want. It's just what do we want, you know? How's Mewtwo not resistant to fighting type? I don't understand. But maybe we go Mewtwo. That way we can buddy puff in it. And it can... Oh, that's one basic Pokemon. That gets two. Okay, but we can't pop in it. I see. So Emogi would be a lot better then. There's just no way to get the energy off it until it dies. Which is likely. We don't need that many. And I guess we can pop in it as well. Neat. Should we have a backup Pokemon in case DNC is not good enough? Or should we just go all in on Diancie? Dragapult? I guess we could search Dragapult. Dragapult EX. It is pretty good, isn't it? Fire, Psychic, 200, and then 6 on the bench. Not to mention it's got a little bonus thing. Prevent all damage done to its Pokemon by attacks both yours and opponent. Neat. Could go for that, but I feel like people are kind of tired of Dragapult. So let's go for something else. We just need a backup attacker. Like anything with an ability, maybe. Alcremie is pretty fun. Not bad. Yeah, that's a pretty cool ability as well. I guess we could go for Monkey Dory because we are using Psychic Energy as well. You know, that could be fun. Actually, could we do that with a draw power? A chill teaser toy. You need to add Dark or Prism energy. Yeah, if Monkey Dory. I forget that this Pokemon exists. Like, what were they thinking of this? Come on, there's gotta be something good here. Like, we could just go in DD for the healing from a special condition and 30 damage. In emergency, 2 energy, 50 damage. Not the worst. It would call out the bench though. But healing from a status condition can be pretty huge. It also go like Meletta. If we start off with it, we get to start attacking. You know, this will destroy a Baju, and then next turn we go 110 damage before they've been able to evolve. So it's not a bad lead while we get things going. I'm tempted to try it. High chance of us going first with it. Even if we go second, it's still not a bad attack for 1 energy, you know? And 1 trigger, so it is what it is. Now, we probably need... discard. Yeah, unfortunately can't discard energy. Okay, we need a good way to get a Pokemon tool card, so I guess it would have to be... Secret box, right? We get to discard some cards, we get to get some stuff. I feel like we kind of need that. Alright, now while we're here, we may as well get Boss's Orders, because the art deck kind of relies on that. Excellent. We can go for some Team Rocket. And what, just lose determination? Although we probably need a stadium card, eh? So in terms of stadium, how funny would it be if we pull up with your cloak and a battle cage? They'll be like, what is going on? We don't want Jamming Tower because we need our Pokemon tool. That's actually good for us. I like that. We can benefit. Not too much because we are using Emolga. Still, could be something. And then we need 3 more cards. So we probably just go for some early determination. There we go. Yeah, is that going to be a good deck? Maybe. It could be decent. Let's try this out, eh? I'll just be going into a casual match. I won't be battling you, Egress, today because I know that you'll pick a deck to counter me. So let's see if we can get this working, eh? 1 match and then we'll call it there for today. No. I kind of like going first because I got no letter. Okay. Well, we can get this going. Just firing my laser. I'm actually pretty set up. Okay. Dragonite deck. So... Okay, now we can start getting the energy. We won't play a stadium in case he goes for a stadium next turn, you know? But we can also go bosses of orders if he's attaching energy to the bench Dratini like he is. That's a bit annoying. Unfortunately, you don't have fairy trait. Oh yeah. It's all come together. Excellent, we need energy. Unfortunately, your boss's orders has delayed me, but next turn our cannon is ready to charge. I forget that Pokemon Trading Card Game Live devs conducting a survey. Oh, okay. If they're asking me like, hey, is there any other way we can help out the game? I'll be like, yes! Get rid of sloking. Like, come on. Like, that should be in every survey. Like, even 5 years down the line, just get rid of sloking. And we're happy. Alright, it's my turn. I feel it's my turn. It's fine, we can charge the cannon on it. What, you didn't even want to use it? You didn't even want to use the ability there. Well. We basically don't need to worry about this Dancy with the energy anymore. Ah, come on! Okay, we'll just do one more match to give it another try, you know? And then that'll be it for today's stream. Come on, I want to see us use Melretta to destroy Budgie, you know? That would be so good. Dang it. I mean, we got double Draconic, so I'll take it. Oof, this is a rough set. Like, that's a strong combo you got there. Two cannons like a draw engine, isn't it? We're gonna need our cannon soon. Yeah. Just Soul Rock. Crazy. If we started off with Melretta, I'd be a lot happier. Yeah. Oh! Isn't that great? What do we kind of need here? We need... I guess this would help. Would it? Really depends on what we get here. Alright, screw mail letter. Alright, next time we start firing a laser, we can heal up as well, so it's time to see if our cannon is good. Really? I'm firing a laser. If you're gonna do that, you could have just destroyed me with Soul Rock. Alright. I dare you to destroy my Dreepy. Come on. Do it. I mean, if anything, you should have destroyed my Ancient Cloak, but it's whatever. Now it's time to launch the laser beam. Neat. I'm a firing laser. Luckily we have advantage, but still. So now we can just kind of start blasting for a bit. They've had to use up 2 boss's orders. Okay, Tarragon. What's it gonna be? Well. My apologies, I did not know you had game. Well, we can heal 150. You're doing, was it 270? It's in the hand. But minus 30. And I see like a power pro thing. Maybe it would be better just to counter attack. We'll do it just in case. Destroyed his 2 cannon. We get an energy back onto DNC. Excellent. If you mega and you do destroy DNC, all we need is 1 more psychic energy and then we destroy your Mega Lucario. And that's game. Yeah, it's 270 minus 30 because of DNC. So we'll be on like 10 health. Unless you got that Power Pro item. Alright. Still, even if you destroy, as long as I can get 1 psychic energy out of all this, including Lazy Termination, I can use my other DNC to destroy Lucario. So all I need is 1 energy. And I can shuffle draw 6. I've also got Dracoic here to help out, you know, I can Ultra Ball to thin out my deck a bit, you know, so I got some options. The odds of me not getting a Psychic Energy are pretty low, you know? Alright. Laser time. Alright. Ultra Ball to thin out my deck. And we go lose determination. There's a good chance I get a Psychic Energy at least. Yep. And that's game. Don't even need to use my Ancient Cloak. So it did help that we had the type advantage. But that was a pretty good test. I'll definitely like edit that deck a little bit by next time we do a chat battle, which will be in 2 weeks' time. So, for now, I would like to thank everyone for watching. I do appreciate everyone that has joined for a battle today. And I'll see you guys next week where we'll be doing a build and battle. So, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.